Here in this video I'm going to give an honest review on the new set and forget platform that's been created by Brendan Mace. Hi, I'm Peter and welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel, and here in this video I'm just going to give a quick review of the new set and forget platform. I'm quickly going to go through a few points based on this review. I'm going to literally have a quick look over the sales page. I'm going to walk you through the dashboard of the product, the available tools it has to offer, along with other features, and then I'm going to give my honest opinions of the product at the end, just so that you have an idea of whether it's something that you should look into or avoid. I will also quickly go over the OTOs and upgrades for the platform, and then I'll just give you a rundown of my honest opinions and so forth at the end. So we're just going to here have a quick overview of the sales page. I'm not going to stay on it too long because you've probably seen it all already. But essentially, what is the platform? Well, it's the latest platform from Brendan Mace, and essentially it's a platform that allows you to create multiple streams of passive income. So literally it's supposed to do what it actually says, that you set everything up once and then you can leave it and forget it, and it's supposed to make you a lot of money. So as you quickly go through the sales page, it walks you through some of the steps that you would take when you set everything up. So it gives you here some of the features, what it takes away from it. You don't have to write any content, you don't have to be posting the social media constantly every day. It's supposed to take out all that fluff that you have to worry about when you're literally maintaining your own online business on a day-to-day basis. It's supposed to cut out all that. I don't know how true that is, because every business requires some level of work or investment at some upfront work basically just to get it running. So it says here that you can set it up in 3 simple clicks. You can pick a niche, add monetization, activate free traffic. So as you scroll through here, it'll give you pretty much an idea of what the platform is about. But again, you can just take my word for it, even though from looking at it here, the idea itself is pretty cool, but the truth is, in my experience, in my opinion, stuff like this doesn't really work, because it takes a lot of upfront investment, like I said, to get everything up and running, and a system like this wouldn't really be beneficial to you, because it's not as simple as 1, 2, 3 and then you're going to make money straight away. It really doesn't exist. It takes time, effort, a lot of commitment, consistency and just dedication to really build up a business and to even earn money. So what this promises you, like I mentioned, the idea is good, but can it deliver on its promise? Well, we just have to wait and see. So as you go through the sales page now, I will say that this, as the product, I'm recording this on the 26th of May 2020, so the product is to be released the next day, which is the 27th. So they are still updating certain features, so if there is stuff that's missing, I apologise, it's just that it's not showing at the minute. But again, just as I'm scrolling through the page here, an example of this is, as you get to this section here, this text here hasn't even been updated, and in my opinion that's a big question, because like this product is supposed to be launching tomorrow, which is the 27th technically of May, and this should already be done days, weeks in advance of all this here. And the fact is that we're a day away from the launch, this hasn't even been updated yet. Now you can quote me on that, it probably will be updated, because like I said, this is actually a review based section that I'm on, but even at that it still should be updated to at least let people know what they're going to be buying into or what they're even looking at. And you can clearly see here that this isn't updated at all, and I don't know whether they forgot about it or it's just down to just pure laziness on their part. Who knows? You can quote me on that, but again, it just, for me, it doesn't look very professional, especially when you're putting together a big product. You need to cover all angles and all bases, and something like this just really just screams a lot of questions as to what's really going on here. So I would definitely be careful of that. But again, if you're willing to look past that, just have a look through the sales page and just see what it has to offer. You can check out down the disclaimers, terms of service, privacy policy. Now I will state that when you check out the video, it does say at the end of the video that if you don't get your money, if you don't make X amount of money within 30 days, that they will pay you your money back. Don't believe that for a second, because the chances of you ever getting anything, or even let alone even getting your money back for the product, are slim and none, because they'll always have, well, a lot of these products is always kind of a case where there's always has to be some sort of technical aspect around it, that unless the program actually doesn't work for you, then only then they'll refund your money. But even at that, there will be a very high chance that you probably won't get your money back anyway, because they'll always try to prolong it as long as they can, hoping that you will forget about it. You know, everybody's different, everybody's entitled to do their own thing and have a look at it. If it is something that you think you want to look at, feel free to check it out. But I'm just giving you my honest opinion from what I'm seeing here, from what I'm looking at, so just to give you an idea, so that at least that you can know and make a logical decision based around it. Right, so quickly just going to jump into the dashboard. So essentially we have a few features here on offer. We can create a campaign, we can get instant traffic. It allows us to upgrade to the Platinum Edition, which means you're buying into the OTOs, etc. Same with the high ticket commissions, unlimited traffic, license rights. Essentially these are all other areas now that you will have to opt in and buy into the OTOs if you're willing to do so. So I'll just check down here, they do have a support section, so you can create a ticket. So at least this works. You can actually, if you have a query or a question or something that you need help with, you can actually have a look and type it in and see if there's anything there. Now from looking at it here, they don't really have any like common questions and so forth that could potentially be an issue that you would look out for, at least so you can see how you could fix a problem. But again, like I said, you'd have to take it with a pinch of salt. It may be updated when the product actually goes live, but there's still no guarantees as to whether the support system even works, or whether there's anyone there that would get back to you, or if they do, can they actually help you? You'd have to ask yourself that question if you're going to use something like this. Now again, quickly just go in and we'll just have a look. It says you can manage campaigns, you can update and create new campaigns. So I'm just going to quickly just go in and just see if I can actually create a campaign. So essentially here, it says here to select an offer. So when you click on these here, it gives you a list of some offers that are already here. So this one here is obviously unlocked. So when I click on that, see where this one takes me. So essentially it takes you to another product that Brendan Mace has created in the past. So it looks like it's looking for you to buy into another one of his products that he has. So we just go back onto it. So pretty much it's asking you to choose one of these here. Now you do have a limited amount of products that are literally here that you can set up. The funny thing I've noticed with these type of products is these products, I've seen these before, these are well known, some of these here are well known ClickBank products. You will actually find them on ClickBank. If you do a search in ClickBank, you will literally find a lot of these products. So technically something like this you wouldn't actually need it, because you could literally just go to the vendor themselves or literally go to ClickBank and find it. You wouldn't need anything like this here to be able to promote it, because you can literally just set up a ClickBank account, which is free to set up, and literally then just begin promoting. So you can. So whether you would need something like this remains to be seen. So obviously you click on one of these here and then you set up, say, campaign name. You can set up your ClickBank ID and then just add in whatever extra features or whatever, add in whatever bits and pieces. It does ask you to upgrade to obviously to the OTOs to be able to get more features, etc. But we'll just save and publish and see what this does. Right, okay, so that's not looking good. So essentially, just check manage your campaigns. Right, so the campaign actually that I've just created, and I know it was only messing around, but it doesn't show up. Usually something would show up. So technically this isn't working. Now I will stress, like I mentioned, this is only a review copy, so I'd imagine that when the product does go live, it is actually going to be able to allow you to do this. Well, you would like to think that it will, but from first impressions, in my opinion, not looking too good, and it is very limited in terms of what it actually offers. So if you go to instant traffic, you can select a campaign from the list, drop down list. So we'll just select woodworking, and then it will display a load of different social media sites that you can literally share onto, like so Facebook, LinkedIn, Dig, Google, Flipboard. Now this will work because it's not hard to share stuff on social media, but whether you will actually be able to get any sort of engagement with anything like this remains to be seen, because again, you do need a following, and if you have no email list, or if you have no groups or anything that you're following, or people that are following you, there's no way that this will actually work. But so far, like I mentioned, I know this is a review copy, but I can't see anything in here that actually is working to a point. Like the links, everything is working to within the dashboard itself, but like when you go to create a campaign, it doesn't show you what exactly you have to do. There's no showing you exactly how you set a campaign up. It says to select offer, but then when you go to try and set it up, like you've just seen, nothing works. That definitely for me leaves a lot of question marks. In my opinion, this thing doesn't really work at all, not like it's supposed to do. So yeah, now like I said, when the product goes live, it could be updated. You'd like to think so, but only time will tell. But for me this would be something that I wouldn't be looking into now, especially looking off this here, especially with a review copy and most of the stuff isn't even working. The product is literally a day away from launching and this stuff is missing out of it, so that's really not a good sign. Okay, so we'll just quickly move on to the OTOs and upgrades before we finish up the video. And if you look at the list of the OTOs that is available here, like for $37, it's the Platinum Edition that removes all the software restrictions so that you have full access to the program. Then OTO 2 for $197 gives you done for you 20 blogs promoting top ClickBank products. So initially the front end product allows you to give you 4 ways of being able to promote products, but yet this here will give you 20. And then going on to OTO 3, pretty much a done for you system, and OTO 4, unlimited traffic, is pretty much just tying in with the traffic segment I showed you within the dashboard. Essentially that's just the same thing. It's not really going to do an awful lot for you because you'll have to do the work anyway to share the traffic. And then OTO 5, license rights to resell product as your own. Now the funny thing about this is, looking at this list of OTOs, if you actually checked out my previous video I done a couple of weeks back of another product that Brendan Mace released called UGenBots, I'll leave a link in the description so you can check that one out. If you look at those OTOs and you check out the video and I show the list of OTOs and that, they're the exact same. There's no difference in the OTOs at all. Everything is exactly the same. It's like as if they just copied and pasted everything and maybe changed a few wee words here and there. And considering from what I've seen on the program, there's nothing here that's really going to benefit you at all or actually help you. This is just honestly terrible in my opinion, and this shouldn't even be a case. Like, if you're buying into an OTO, that it should be different from a previous product, that there should be some level of integration into it into some point that at least allows you to level up. But from what I've seen here, and if you check out the previous video, it literally shows that everything's the exact same, so there's no difference in it. It literally just is a copy and paste job, which for me, in my opinion, that is not good at all, and it definitely asks a lot of questions. But as a newbie coming in, you would be oblivious to that. Unfortunately, that's usually just what happens, because I know myself, I fell for it. That's in the past. That's why I'm doing reviews like this, to help people like you avoid these type of issues. If you're looking at products like these, avoid these if possible, because essentially they're the exact same, so I wouldn't look into it at all. So my honest opinion on the product, yeah, the dashboard works, the links, everything so far works, but trying to actually get a campaign published. Now I know, like I said, it is a review copy I was working with, so it may be fully usable and workable on the final product when it's released, but from what I've seen on it, it's not a good start, because if everything is working, all those bugs and issues should be ironed out long before a product is actually put live. So for me, that's definitely, there's a lot of questions hanging around that. The same can be said about the methods being used. Essentially it's the same pretty much as a lot of products that are similar to it. You're using the same type of methods to literally promote content and promote products like this. They're not really going to benefit anybody, and unfortunately it's just a case where it's just, you're only going to end up wasting your time and your money. And unless you have a following or some level of engagement built up, there's no way that you can actually make money from something like this at all, because like, to build an online business, it takes a lot of time, dedication, consistency, showing up every day and literally just putting in the work and learning all the tools and features necessary to be able to move forward. Something like this will, in my opinion, won't work. Yeah, it'd be a program that actually would be there, but you can't really do anything with it. You definitely won't make money from it. In my opinion, you won't. And if you did, you'd be very, very lucky. But again, it'd be a case you'd have to have some sort of following, but even at that, probably not worth your time. Would I recommend this product? In my opinion, no. Don't set, just forget it entirely and avoid it. So that's my honest review of the Set and Forget platform. So if you have found this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to be updated with future content, as it does help get videos like this out to more people that do need help with trying to figure out what they need to understand when they're trying to set up their own online business. Also, if you're looking for an honest way to get started out online, be sure to check out the link below this video for a simple and proven formula that will teach you the steps to take action. Also be sure to check out the videos here on the screen regarding more helpful reviews of products and services that you can actually use, that will give you an idea of whether they're going to be good for you or not, so that you can move forward with your online business. And I will see you all in the next one.